Testing 1, 2. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to OCAA women's soccer action here in Belleville, Ontario. We have your Loyalist Lancers coming in at 1 win, 2 loss, and 1 draw, taking on their third consecutive undefeated home opponent, the Algonquin Wolves, coming all the way from Ottawa, Ontario. And Loyalist starting with the ball. They're going to get it. Different look in their lineup today. Ada Beal now playing in the position of the fullback. It stays in bounds. There's number 4 with the ball, Ava Anderson. And now ball at the feet of the Algonquin Wolves. They come in 5-0-0 after a victory against Lakehead Aurelia, their last game. And now they have possession of the ball. They go towards the attacking center. There's their striker, number 5, running in, Mallory Armstrong, but it's just going to go out of bounds. So big game here for the Loyalist Lancers. Unfortunately for them, they have a very, very difficult home schedule to start their season. So it's an uphill battle when they're going up against 3 straight 5-0-0 teams. And my name's John Ostrowski. I'm going to be joined here very momentarily by Stephen Schill, as Algonquin has a chance, but it's snuffed out by McNutt, and it's going to go out for a throw. So 1 minute into the match, and Algonquin is pressuring. And you're watching Loyalist Lancer Athletics. My name is John Ostrowski. I'm now joined with my broadcast partner, Stephen Schill, here on this Wednesday afternoon. You have the 1-2-1 Loyalist Lancers wearing white going up against the 5-0-0 Algonquin Wolves, and they get the cross in. There's number 16 with the ball. It's snuffed out by Weingarten, but they still have the ball, and a nice save by the starting goalkeeper, Tess Whitney, once again between the sticks for the Loyalist Lancers.
Yeah, Tess Whitney is seemingly getting in every single game here for the Lancers and trying to make her mark. Very tough schedule here for the Lancers as well, at least at home, hoping that they're able to pull away something here against the Wolves.
Yeah, and they'll be back at home this Saturday against looked like a handball against the Algonquin Wolves, and yeah, that will be the call. And yeah, they're here this coming Saturday, September 27th at Lancers Field. They're taking on the Cambrian Red Shield, rather, or Golden Shield, that's what they're called, and they're coming all the way from Sudbury, Ontario, as they make the way down the province. As with the ball now, it's the jerseys in black. It's snuffed away by Hazelwood. Great play to break it up there, but it will be a throw-in for the Algonquin Wolves. That's number 24, Mercedes Veniga, throws the ball in, and it goes all the way. Beautiful beautiful through ball. Great opportunity for the striker. The Algonquin Wolves are just going to beat Mealing off the side, and it's a beautiful goal. No chance for the goalkeeper, number 25, Alex Aubin, which is one of the best players on this this Algonquin Wolves side, and just made it effortless with a beautiful through ball from the center back.
Yeah, Wolves able to just get through. Lancers trying to hold that line down the middle, and you saw Emily Mealing running after that, really trying to use her body to get the attacking player off the ball. Unfortunately, not able to do so. So an initial very good save there from Tess Whitney, and then just getting outbeat there from some skill by the Wolves.
Yeah, not the start you wanted if you're the Loyalist Lancers. And there's Captain Weingarten just sends the ball across the pitch, and it's there for number 9, number 9, Hazelwood. But she's not going to get a chance on it. It will be Loyalist ball regardless. And not a great start for the Loyalist Lancers, just getting beat on a beautiful through ball, and Owen making it look easy like she's done all season here in the OCAA. I believe that's her 8th goal this season already. And now a bit of speed from the Algonquin player. It's going to go by the way of the Wolves, so that's what they wanted there.
Yeah, and you're seeing Mackenzie Reese and Emily Mealing now walking back, making sure that they have that extra coverage on the defensive end. And Emily Mealing, wearing the number 16 jersey, have been used in an attacking role.
Then the Loyalist Lancers on their bench.
Yeah, I was about to say,
yeah.
As you said that, I looked over on the bench, and a bunch of the pink pennies there. There is almost an entire team there sitting on the bench of the Wolves.
And that's an uphill battle that the Lancers have had to face when they're playing these bigger schools, the Senecas of the world, the Centennials of the world. And there's not much you can do about it when you have just so many more bodies, as Weingarten has the ball up through the midfield.
And love seeing Weingarten here trying to fight through, and it looks like she's going to get it, but getting double-team defender there. And again, for myself at least, watching the Lancers here, really just wanting to see them kind of come together as a unit against some of these top teams. They have struggled, so again, trying to prevent any goal-scoring opportunities is going to be a huge component, and just really trying to create anything on the offensive end. On our previous game, it was very, very tough for the Lancers, and hopefully, they've talked it over, they've had time to practice, and are going to show us a good time today.
Oh, and another good opportunity there. Through ball once again. There's Oben, and a great save by Whitney. Didn't get what she wanted on that shot. Rushed it a little bit, but a great job by the goalkeeper to make herself get big. And like we've talked about a couple times, the improvements defensively. Unfortunately, we haven't seen them yet. There's two straight through balls, so Loyalist gonna have to tighten it up a little bit. But they've improved defensively since that first match that we've called. But they're lacking a bit of creativity offensively, so they have to kind of turn defense into offense here and get on the counter as number 4 has the ball. That's Anderson looking for the pass, but no opportunity there. Just bounces off Keller's shin.
Well, the previous chance there a moment ago when Mealing and Reese were double teaming the defender there, that was something we actually didn't really see too often in the previous matchups, and I think that's a huge component. If the Lancers are able to kind of shut down the offensive side for Algonquin, they are going to have to double team here as the Lancers are with it in midfield trying to find an opening. It's Weingarten.
And now she passes it, looking for something, but probably will have to go back and look at the Algonquins' formation. They're holding shape, and they almost win the ball back there, and they're able to be at all three levels of the pitch. And on the Loyal side, Haley Robinson looks for a pass, finds it, but nothing there. And Robinson will just have to send it towards the middle of the pitch, and it goes right back to Aubin. Like I said, one of the better players in this OCAA league. And now a beautiful ball. Oh, it's a 3-on-1. I don't think Keller will have a chance to get to it, but that was a great ball by, I believe that was number 3 back there. That was Mackenzie Reese. And now with the ball, and testing 1, 2. Okay, we got audio. Sorry about that, everyone. And now with the ball is the Loyalist Lancers, but she's being pursued by a black jersey. Number 11 took the shot there. It was Danica Mater from Lancaster, Ontario. Nothing really threatening Whitney there. As we play around with the soundboard a little bit, just trying to make it a little bit better sounding on the ears. Sorry about that. And
yeah, I didn't realize that I was muted.
Yeah.
Entire thing, so my apologies.
Oh, good job by Mealing to kind of shield the ball away and win it back. Now she has to get rid of it, and not the best result when getting rid of the ball, but it gets away from the Algonquin Wolves for the time being. They'll have to go for a throw.
And again, loving seeing Mealing here on the defensive end, really trying to show her prowess and using the body to her advantage here as we're waiting for the ball to get chucked in. But again, as Tess Whitney, you keep going through these motions of some of the previous home games not being the best and just trying to put on your best effort here and working with the defenders. And I'm very excited to see kind of throughout this game, again, how things unfold because Algonquin's looking quite strong here early.
Yeah, it's a bit rough to go back concede 18 goals in 2 matches against or on your home pitch, and there's a good opportunity for the Algonquin Wolves. It goes away from McNutt, and it definitely wasn't her fault. They just got outclassed those first 2 matches, so you really hope she can have a shake it off and especially shake off this first goal here. But she's been solid so far. She made a couple good saves already, and not even 10 minutes into the match here.
Well, to say something else positively about the defensive end for the Lancers, Shaylin McNutt playing in the left back position previously in the game, actually getting the Player of the Match award for the Lancers, getting a a pack of Lucky Charms, or a box of Lucky Charms, if you will. So again, massive performance on the defensive end from Shaylin McNutt, and excited to see her throughout this match too.
Oh, and not where you want to put that ball if you're on the Loyalist side. You want to get rid of it there and don't want to pass it around the back when you're surrounded by black jerseys. Now there you go, good. This was an issue that we saw against Seneca. Definitely, they just surrounded the ball handler every single time they had the ball, especially midfield and forward in the offensive or in the defensive zone of the Sting. So that's something we might have to worry about going forward.
As we see Keller trying to make some opening on the offensive side of things. And that's another thing that's been kind of a struggle for the Lancers. And it's nothing to say illy about the offensive side of things, but with the Lancers being stuck on the defensive side, the offensive players are kind of stuck on an island, as you've been saying in the previous matchups. And so for the midfield here for the Lancers, it's really going to be what it's about, having that midfield in Weingarten, really trying to make those plays, have that opening, as we see Weingarten here with it, trying to vie for position and going to get picked off. But looks like she might stay with it for a second. And now it's going to be a Wolves ball.
Number 7 with it. Aiden Murphy trying to get rid of it, and she's pressed, goes around the Algonquin player, sends it a through ball, but nobody home. And that might, yeah, like we said, that's going to be an issue for your Lancers today, just getting the passes in towards the Wolves defensive end. And we'll see what they can do here. Here's 24 with the ball. Vaniga, she's made a couple good passes, gives it to her midfielder, Aubin. And Aubin's just everywhere on the offensive side of the pitch. And now with the ball is Keller, nobody there. Nope, she's not even going to get to the ball. And now the 2 center backs passing it back. Oh, good opportunity there on the counter. But they're pressing high, the Loyalist Lancers. They'll probably have to continue to do that if they want to, you know, make the Algonquin Wolves force a bad pass and get an opportunity in that side of the pitch. And now with the ball, there's Ava Anderson sends it toward the goalkeeper, but the center back for the Algonquin Wolves has it at her feet, circling around and sends it up the pitch. Good opportunity here. And now with the ball is number 3, Reese sends it to her teammate and just straight away tackled now with the ball, or the black jerseys. The Wolves, have it again. Now here's number 11, Mater, trying to make a move, and it's blocked by number 3. Will be a corner kick for the visiting side.
Yeah, Ada Beal losing that, and kind of wanted to see a little bit more from her on that because she gave up possession, but then didn't really try to charge back on the defensive side of things, and just wanting to see the Lancers not really being flat-footed as Tess Whitney here is lining up to try to make another save.
We'll see if they run a set piece. The Algonquin Wolves. 10 minutes gone, and that's 1-0 for the Algonquin Wolves, coming down up to 401 from Ottawa, Ontario. They're one of 3 undefeated teams still left in the East, which we've seen all 3 at the Lancers Field so far.
And we have 4 different Wolves right on the line here, where Tess Whitney, as we see Millian trying to push off her offensive player here, as the corner comes in. And off the header, it's going to be in. Algonquin going up 2-0.
Not what you want if you're on the Loyalist side, to give it up from a set piece. You've been so good at defending this year.
And again, in terms of like man marking, it did seem that all the Lancers were paired up against one of the Wolves, but just finding the opening there, the Wolves put it away.
2-0 for the visiting side, 11 minutes into this game now. And like I said, not what you want if you are the home team.
Well, again, going back to the previous home matchup against the Seneca Sting, for the first 10 minutes, it was all kosher, and there really wasn't too much to be concerned about for the side of the Lancers. They were getting a little bit of offensive prowess and able to stop everything here. But this game, again, as it's early, still a ton of time to play. Lancers need to keep a cool head. Doesn't seem like there's any action here on the bench. But, of course, we do know that Algonquin is one of the top teams in the conference.
Yeah, not the best start against a team that has championship aspirations, that's for sure. And now they're going to pass it around the back a bit. Now they're up 2-0 already. That is the most dangerous lead in soccer, but Loyalist just not able to make anything happen. They're going to want to respond quickly and, at least get a couple shots if they don't want it to get out of hand here early. Now it'll be a throw-in for the Algonquin Wolves in their own end toward midfield here. And who was that on the goal? I did not get to see the goal scorer.
That is a good question because I tried waiting for the jersey to turn around, but unfortunately we did not get the case. But, I mean, to talk about the jerseys here for a second, the Algonquin Wolves coming in here with kind of an entire black attire, which I remember a little bit more green, especially for their basketball jerseys. And I do remember doing the Algonquin Wolves basketball game when they were here at Loyalist last year and being super frustrated because it was so hard to see the numbers on the back. But seeing here with the letters being in full white on the black, it's a lot easier to see.
These actually might be new jerseys for the Algonquin side. You're right, as it's a throw-in for the Wolves. And beautifully placed throw-in, but goes right to the white jersey there. But it goes straight back to an Algonquin Wolf player. Now number 6 with the ball, Alyssa Tate, tries to send it around, but has nothing. Sends it all the way up the pitch with a long pass. And McNutt will be the first one at it. Will be Loyalist with the possession. They're going to work it around from the back. And only one striker up front. I think you want more attacking prowess.
Well, I mean, I think that's one of the conversations, and it's a little tough to have because you have Keller kind of up front, and if there is a loose ball where she's able to run on it, then you think, all right, well, the Wolves have 3 defenders back, so what's the likelihood of Keller being able to get away with breaking through those 3 defenders? And again, it doesn't matter who you are, that's going to be quite the task. So do you have Keller play back a little bit and try to do kind of a slow movement up the pitch? Because, again, for the Lancers, we want to try to have some offensive prowess to be able to not have your defenders, gassed out at all. And we've seen Mackenzie Reese just sprinting back when Algonquin's tried putting through any of these through balls. And again, Reese can only run so far before getting tired out.
It's going to be a difficult conversation to have, like you said. And there's another opportunity. You have the Loyalist defender there this time, but these through balls are just, these long passes are getting through almost every single time.
Yeah, and Reese there, again, she is playing way further back than any Lancer defender, recognizing that aspect of Algonquin's gameplay right now.
Throw in for the Wolves. They're in good position on the pitch for sure for something to happen for them, and it will go to the feet of number 21, Jasmine Young, but back to the throw taker. And now we'll go around the back when you're up 2-0. Oh, you made a mistake, and it goes the other way. But when you're up 2-0, you can take your time most definitely. You're only 15 minutes now. Right now, you're at the 15-minute mark of the match. 2-0 for the Algonquin Wolves, and they're going to have the luxury of kind of playing in front. They just absolutely win the ball back right away. Number 11, just with absolute aggressiveness, as Mader. And good opportunity for a long shot and well wide, but just the aggressiveness of the Algonquin Wolves is something to behold, even when they're up 2-0 this early.
Yeah, I think that was Jasmine Young on the shot. Just ends up getting the wrong side of her foot and ends up spinning out quite aggressively off to the side. But it looks like a goal kick's going to come through. And again, some for the Lancers here. We'll see if Algonquin tries to make note of it. But a lot of the times for these goalie kicks, they do end up short and is an opportunity if Algonquin capitalize on it, which, again, everybody's coming back. But it's going to be Mealing with it, trying to get it out of their own zone.
Oh, and a long kick there, but it goes straight to the black jersey. And now number 16 with the ball, Latimer. Oh, loses it now. Number 13 with a beautiful tackle, McNutt, to win it back, and a slide for Latimer, but it'll go, oh, looks like it'll go the way of the Algonquin Wolves. Looks like one of the coaches on the Loyalist side wasn't happy with that, but looked legal to me. And now number 17 with the ball. That is De Cruz. Sends it to 25, her midfielder. Goes in. Aubin once again with the ball on her feet. And now number 5 with the ball, Armstrong. Looking for the through ball. Oh, goes right to a striker here. Back outside the box. Here's number 17 with it. And she's tackled. And now Keller pursuing number 9, the defender. There he goes to number 6, Tate. Tate waiting for a pass going through for a short through ball this time. Good opportunity, but bounces off Mealing. And number 4 sends it long. That's number 4, Ava Anderson. Goes to number 24 now, Vaniga on the other side. And good opportunity. Algonquin just controlling the game once again, playing almost effortlessly in Loyalist third. We've seen a lot of this the first 2 matches here in Belleville. And good opportunity for number 11 with the strike. Oh, hits the bar. Number 11, Danica Matter. Up and over. Goal kick.
And looks like the Lancers are going to make a substitution. Emily Mealing coming out of that. I've absolutely loved Emily's game here early on. Again, trying to be physical and keeping the Algonquin Wolves off where they can, but we're going to have the substitution. And, I mean, it was interesting in that last possession as well that Algonquin didn't really try to force something through. They passed it all the way back to the center of the field to have kind of a little bit of a recycling from the defensive side of things in which they tried to bring it back in. And obviously it's Lancers' ball right now, but as you mentioned earlier, it does feel like Algonquin is quite comfortable.
Yeah, like you said about Mealing, definitely her first, probably her best performance of the season so far in that 15 minutes. Was caught a little flat-footed there, but that was just more of a beautiful pass than anything on that first Algonquin goal. So we could likely see her back in that center back position again on the Lancer field. And now number 5, Weingarten, giving it to and from. That was a beautiful move by number 9, but she loses the ball straight away. And now the Algonquin Wolves have it. 18 minutes gone now in this one. 2-0 for the visiting side. Algonquin Wolves sent with a through ball. There's 25, Aubin, looking for a pass. There's 16 now with the ball. Good opportunity, but snuffed out by the Lancers. Now number 5, Armstrong in the black jersey, goes back to number 24, Vaniga. Vaniga waiting for an opportunity, an opening there. And now goes back to number 5 on the third cross, and nobody home, but too much open space if you're Loyalist. And you should not be allowing any passes in the box that easily. Now number 25 up with a shot. Beautiful goal, but it's flag is up, offside. Loyalist catching a break.
Lance is getting super lucky there. And again, something we've talked about throughout every game is the man marking. And on that backtrack, if you look at the different heads, it's not really seeming like many of the defenders are looking to kind of pick up one of the offensive players for the Wolves. And I think that's something that they need to do because, again, these bounces are getting all over the place. And so the ball can go anywhere, but if you know where that attacking player is, you might be able to stave it off. And a short pass here to the side. It's going to go to Beal, who goes back to the goalkeeper here, who has to come out. She's not able to touch it, so using a little bit of footwork, kicks it ahead. Algonquin knocks it up in the air. Weingarten trying to bring it down, knocks it over. Anybody's possession, poked away there from DeBow. Still with it. Back into the box, picked up by Mater. And back again, quick little pass, Algonquin. Lancers needing to get on it. They finally do. It's a newly checked in Murphy. And Algonquin get it right back, and they're sending it to their midfield, trying to recycle it a little bit with a nice little deke for number 17, De Cruz. Now Algonquin on the attacking side, and it looks like it's going to be out for a corner.
Yeah, wow, that's not a good sequence of events if you are the Loyalist Lancers. Just Algonquin showing their possession dominance on the ball, and got to clean that up a little bit if you want to get back into this one. Now 20 minutes gone pretty much in this match. 2-0 for the visiting side. They have once again a corner. They scored their second goal, of course, on a set piece just like this one. So you got to tighten it up, and something that Loyalist has done quite well this year is defend set pieces. So yeah, you definitely don't want to concede. Once again, it's up and in. Oh, that's right through the hands of the goalkeeper. That's number 11 on the goal, Danica Matter. will be 3-0 for the visitors.
Yeah, Algonquin really capitalizing here on their corner kicks now. Second goal of the game from a corner. Again, just a little bit off that line. We're seeing Algonquin setting up across Tess Whitney's crease and just stepping out just a little bit. And Lancers aren't able to stay on their marker, and kind of just a free header there for the attacking player.
3-0 for the visiting side. Algonquin Wolves, they've shown their absolute dominance this match. Of course, coming into this one 5-0. Like I said, their last win was against Lake at Aurelia 2-0 in Aurelia. And then they beat Cambrian, who we're going to see here on Saturday 4-1. So not what you want if you're in a white jersey, that's for sure. And now on the ball is number 5, Weingarten. It'll go out. Throw in for the Algonquin Wolves. Right, once again, in another really, really threatening position if you're Loyalist. Now throwing it in to number 25, Aubin, who already has a goal today, is one of the best players in the OCAA. Looking for a pass. Oh, nice little fake there. Goes to number 16, Latimer. Now it goes back down. Here's number 24, Vaniga. Vaniga being pressed by Keller, but no opportunity there for the Loyalist player to come away with the ball. There's number 6, Tate, with it now. Tate waiting, passing it to number 21, Young. Now it goes to the side of the Lancers. Good opportunity here. Keller trying to outspeed the defender, Bradley, but she just had a much better jump on the ball. No chance for Keller there, and you don't want to exert that much energy 21 minutes into the match, and you want to probably look for a substitution at some point if you're going to have your one striker play that high. And now Aubin with a good opportunity on the pass, but it looks like number 3 will get there.
Mackenzie Reese, I'm telling you, every time on the defensive side of things, Reese is like, I understand this is going to get put through, and I am going to be here to stop the run, and absolutely love to see that from Reese.
Yeah, good opportunity one-on-one, won by the Loyalist player, and once again, it goes to the almost the exact same position. It goes almost every time. Seems like Algonquin just gets the ball there to set up. It's almost like having a free kick every couple minutes when you're able to just throw it in at will. Good opportunity from the other side of the box, but it's snuffed out by the defender, Murphy. And now it'll go the other way. Nope, number 6 has the ball this time on the Algonquin side. Goes to number 17, Da Cruz. Now number 24, Vaniga, sends it through to her teammate, number 5, Armstrong, able to outspeed the Loyalist defender this time, but it'll go out. Oh, thought it was out for a corner, but it'll be a throw-in deep in the territory of the Loyalist Lancers. Now it'll be a throw-in for number 5, Armstrong, waiting for her teammates to set up. And now 4 Loyalist players go off the bench, getting ready to warm up, so we can see some motion on this during the second part of this first half on the Loyalist side. And flag is up for the throw-in for the Algonquin Wolves. Once again, they get possession right back. Yeah, the entire bench except for Mealing looks like is now up and stretching for the Lancers. Like I said, they just struggle with that. They struggle with that depth when you have, so many players and only so many players, and 3 of them are goalkeepers, right? It definitely is an uphill battle against these larger schools that have 12, 15,000 students to choose from. Good opportunity through ball. Nobody home. Now now where you want to put that ball, number 21 with the strike. It will go through the uprights, but won't be a goal. That's number 21, Jasmine Young, throw in now, goal kick for Tess Whitney.
Yeah, I mean, it is really noticeable how smooth Algonquin is. And I mean, comparatively to the other teams that we've seen at home in the Sting and the opening game, in which I'm forgetting who we actually played, but it was one of the Centennial Colts, excuse me. And honestly, I mean, if we're going to compare all those 3 teams that have come through here, it does feel like Algonquin is the smoothest between passing and just kind of feeling the most eloquent, I guess, if you will, in terms of skill when we're comparing the 3 of those top teams.
Yeah, that's for sure. Algonquin might be the best team out of those 3. That's easily the 3 best teams. It's Seneca, Centennial, Algonquin, everyone else in this East Conference for sure. And they're just extraordinary on the ball and able to pick out their targets and just win the ball back so easily. Number 11 with the shot. Oh, nice save by Whitney. That was.
Sorry, a little bit of a chip pass there from Aiden Murphy, and just end up not really finding anyone. And then she threw her hands up in the air, thinking that another player was going to get closer, but I think it was just an ill-advised pass.
Now, one-on-one for the Lancers. Goes out of bounds. Nope, it stays in. That's number 2, DeBow, able to keep it in. And now pressing are the Loyalist Lancers trying to win the ball back. There's Weingarten with a bit of physicality, able to win the ball. Oh, a big slide tackle. Yeah, it's definitely a foul there. Surprised not to show a slice of cheese there. No yellow card there, but first foul of the game for the Algonquin Wolves. I guess, going to just give a warning unless it's absolutely blatant.
Yeah, and looking here, all of the Lancers are up right now. This is going to be one of the first offensive opportunities where there's more than just one or two Lancer players up. If they're able to make something of it here, as it looks like it was kicked out, but the referee says that it was in. To me, that looked like it was fully out, but Algonquin going to have it here and gets bailed out of that free kick.
Yeah, not the right call there, but we keep it moving, and now with the ball at their feet is number 13, McNutt, able to win it back. You definitely have to make some forward progress, as this player might be a bit more fast as they win the ball right back. Great pressure by the Algonquin Wolves. Yeah, they're a very smooth football club there, and now they win the possession of the ball back. There's number 16, Latimer, able to get into a good spot. They have a lot of second and third years on their team, so they have a lot of players that have a lot of experience under their belt, and good throw in here.
Yeah, when you're talking about experience, looking over at the Algonquin Wolves, Basil Phillips in his 8th year of coaching in the OCAA, while Tom Moran is in his 4th year for the Lancers, as we see another foul call fairly in quick succession there. Keller getting the challenged on, if you will. So again, another opportunity back-to-back here where the Lancers are going to have several players on the offensive side. To me, this is all about just not turning the ball over quickly. That's one of the biggest things that's been the problem throughout the season. Try to have these short passes. Be there for another. Don't just kick it ahead and turn it over.
Yeah, you have to win possession and keep it on your feet sometimes, and kind of move up the pitch and try to make something happen offensively. We've seen almost no offensive opportunities in these first 2.5 games so far for the Loyalist Lancers. And like I said, they have a bit of reprieve, inviting Cambrian in on Saturday. It should be a bit more even keel, as Cambrian is one of those smaller schools, just like Loyalist. But yeah, you just definitely want to have some offensive opportunities in front of your home fans. There's an opportunity for number 17 running up the pitch. That's Da Cruz. Oh, nice little stop and able to keep the ball in the cross. Here's number 21, Young, looking for the shot, and it's blocked by her own teammate. And now, still with possession of the black jerseys. Good opportunity here. Tips it in, but right to Tess Whitney, number 27 in the pink jersey there. Sorry, 26.
Yeah, good aggression there from Whitney being able to go up and get it. And again, just all these shots are coming through for the Wolves. And this is why I keep talking about the man marking, because if you're able to put a stop to these shots or just make them a little bit more off balance, it's going to bode way better for you, because Algonquin just getting way too many opportunities to get a free kick on net.
And now here's a bit of pursuit from Keller. Now you don't want your striker running all the way down the pitch to pursue. There's number 9, Olivia Bradley, with the ball. Nice little cross, but nothing there. And McNutt takes possession, needs to get rid of it quick, takes a touch and looks for a pass. But now she's pursued by number 25, Oben. Oben's been everywhere this evening.
Yeah, Aiden Murphy on that last play, having a really good defensive stop as well.
28 minutes now into the match, 3-0 for the Algonquin Wolves from Ottawa, Ontario, and not the start you wanted if you're Loyalist. Nice little step over, good opportunity here, sends it through, but nobody home. Number 24, Beniga, not going to lose that ball there, sends it back to her fullback, Olivia Bradley. And now it goes around. Here's number 6 with the ball. That's Alyssa Tate. Looking for something, sends it to number 2, DeBow. DeBow getting pressed by number 4, Anderson. Good opportunity by DeBow. Sends it to her teammate, but nobody there. Oh, good opportunity now. They're still having the ball in a threatening position, but Loyalist able to keep possession. It goes out by way of the black jersey, so it will be Loyalist ball.
Yeah, Mackenzie Reese bailing out Robinson just a little bit there on the defensive end, trying to be the last one.
Looked for Weingarten, couldn't find her. Now it goes to number 6, Castleman. Sorry, number 6, Tate. Bit of physicality there, able to shield the ball. Foul on the Algonquin player.
Yeah, Lance is getting a lot of different foul calls here back-to-back after a pretty non-exciting, at least foul call-wise, first 30 minutes within this one. Things are changing up just a little bit, and you'd almost think that it would be the opposite, where the Lancers are just running nonstop and having to commit these fouls, but it's actually the Wolves being the culprits in this one.
Yeah, Basil Phillips' squad is an aggressive side, and I think that's probably helped them have some dominant wins, including, they won, I believe they won, 8-0 at Fleming. And like I said earlier, they from the Wolves side. And now we're 30 minutes into this match. It's 3-0. It looks like some black clouds have rolled in, so we're going to hope for no rain.
Well, it has been an extraordinarily muggy day over here in the booth. I feel like it is super hot, and out on the pitch, I imagine it's quite similar.
And now out for number 4, Anderson is in for number 4, Anderson is number 20. Will be a throw in for the Algonquin Wolves. Goes straight to number 2. She's in the right position, DeBow. She's checked on by Morocco. Now there's a couple white jerseys around her, but the Algonquin Wolves will keep possession here. Now number 6 with the ball. That's Alyssa Tate. Throws it into her teammate 21, Jasmine Young, who's tried a couple long shots today. Goes to Keller, but no support for something offensive for the white jerseys now. Here's number 3 with the ball. Ashley Woodcock sends it in. Nothing there now. With the check is the Loyalist player. Morocco trying to defend, but can't win the ball. Number 2, DeBow, who's a little bit playing up forward now. 17 getting a touch now. Da Cruz sends it to her teammate number 5, Armstrong, but it goes out and will be Loyalist ball here. Loyalist throw in number 13, Shaylin McNutt, 31-14, 3-0 for the Algonquin Wolves. And of course, Loyalist, their past decisions, a 10-0 loss against Centennial to start the season, and able to bounce back in Aurelia, 2-2 draw, and able to win in Toronto 2-1 against George Brown, and then unfortunately took a tough loss on Saturday 8-0 against the Seneca Sting. And like we said, their first 3 games, a combined 15-0 opponents at their home pitch. So it's tough to build momentum when you have the absolute hardest schedule known to man, or at least the hardest known schedule known to man. And good opportunity for the Algonquin Wolves to make something happen, but it goes right back to the Lancers now. Here they are once again to happen. Oben with the show. What a save!
Oh my, what a save! Oh.
Beautiful.
Holy smokes. Again, Algonquin breaking through to defenders there again. Reese trying to be there on the last stop, going for the sliding tackle. Shot comes off, and Tess Whitney with a huge save.
Yeah, it definitely saved any chance of salvaging something for this match. Able to get the crowd into it a bit, wake them up, and just robbed one of the best goal scorers in the OCAA, and Oben going to want that one back. And now 32 minutes gone, 3-0 for the Algonquin Wolves. Hopefully you can build on that and make something happen offensively. Now with the ball is number 6, Tate. Goes around. Tate from Ottawa, Ontario. They have a mix of local and out-of-town players on that Algonquin Wolves side. And it goes through. Here's number 5.
Heavy of a touch there for the Wolves, and it looks like the player is actually down, so we'll see if that's a substitution or just simply having to tie a lace. It does look like she took her shoe off completely. So it's Tess Whitney here, and I mean, we just saw Tess Whitney a moment ago do a drop kick, and it actually went super far, so I'm kind of surprised that generally speaking for Whitney, we see these very, very short kicks. Obviously, doing a drop kick is a lot different than just kicking the ball off the ground.
Or the go-ahead. Yeah, like you said, that was just a shoelace, and no more subs to be had for either side. I don't really think Algonquin's even made a single substitution today. And now number 17 with the ball, Da Cruz playing it with the through ball to Oben. Nothing there, and might go out. Oh no, great speed by number 2, able to keep it. DeBow's had a very good past few minutes, and not what you want if you're the Loyalist side, just giving up possession once again. Now number 17 dribbling through.
Yeah, DeCruz here with a shot off the side. Tess Whitney with another huge save.
Wow.
Oh my.
Wow, keeping her girls in the game is Tess Whitney. Beautiful way to spread out and make the save. 2 straight big saves. 34 minutes gone. 3-0 will be another corner, but you're 2 for 3 now on goals if you're Algonquin with the corner. You're not sure if you want one, but you're going for a different set piece here. Sends it into the box with a header onto number 9. Another header, but you can't let the shorter player win if you're the Loyalist side. Either way, it will be a goal kick, and we're getting close to that 10 minutes left in the first half.
Well, when we first started the season here, at least on the home broadcast, one of the questions that we had almost immediately was, all right, there's 5 goalkeepers on the Lancer roster. How in the halibut is that going to work? And seeing the saves here from Whitney, it's almost a trick in a way, because some of these teams, they're getting through shots that just are unsavable. But Tess Whitney within this game is showing the talent that she has and having some absolutely monster saves as the Lancers trying to get it out of their own zone. And unfortunately, it looks like they're going to turn it over quite quickly. And this is the biggest thing. If the Lancers are able to, just be a little bit more comfortable passing, not trying to go for these long through balls or passes that are ahead, I think it's going to bode way better for them, because it feels like almost like a defeat kick away, where it's like, okay, we've been defending for a while, let me kick it ahead, and then you immediately turn it over instead of trying to create anything on the offensive side of things.
Yeah, I agree. They're losing the ball too quickly. They're getting nervous with the ball at their feet, and we've seen it far too often where Algonquin's very, very confident with the ball, and they're able to make a lot more happen with a lot more creativity as well. And now they're being shielded. There's a good opportunity. I believe as a new player that's on the Loyalist side we haven't seen yet, so we may have missed a substitution there, and it goes around and out of bounds. That's number 23 out there now. Maddie Byrnes, I haven't seen her out there yet. But now with the ball is the Algonquin Wolves will go the same way. We'll see what we get for injury time. Can't be too much, as we're now into the 36th minute of the first half.
Ball is going to roll out here, and so Algonquin with another throw in. And I think just as you're watching here, try to see where the Lancers are positioning. Again, there's only 4 attackers right now for the Algonquin Wolves, except for the 2 that look like they're going to come in. So they're going to have 7 offensive players. Where are the Lancers going to go here? And they're able to actually pick that one off initially. The Lancer still with it. The ball didn't go out of bounds. Tried to kick ahead. Not going to be the case. Lucky bounce back to the Lancer defender. Looks like it's going to be Weingarten with it. Is she going to take it? Looks like she got picked off there for a second, and now it's going to be recycled to the defensive side of the Wolves.
And yeah, the Algonquin Wolves just keeping possession on their feet and not a care in the world when it comes to losing the ball. Very easy for the Algonquin Wolves to create a lot of opportunities when you're, like we said, we've seen against those other 2 opponents, they've just had so much creativity offensively. Now, a good opportunity for a shot, but it's going to be snuffed out by the center back, number 3. That's Rees. And going to go around now, 24 with the ball. That's Vaniga. Looking for something, can't find it now. Number 6, Tate, has the ball at her feet, looks for a move. Sent in, looking for number 5, Armstrong. And it goes out of bounds. Will be a corner for the Algonquin Wolves. And now another good opportunity, as they've been stellar on set pieces lately. We'll see what the Wolves can do from the kick on the far side. 37 minutes gone, 3-0 now for the visitors. And if you're Loyalist, you probably want to get in to the locker room unscathed and not have to give up more opportunities and more chances.
And again, it was interesting that we saw the bench really warming up, and we've only seen 1 or 2 substitutions. And as soon as I say that, it looks like there's going to be another one coming in.
Oh, no, they couldn't. I think she went for a substitution, but the ref didn't allow it because there's a corner. I don't know. That's number 9. She's been on the pitch. But anyways, it's a ball in. Looking for the header, but no one's home now. Shielding the ball. Oh, it was.
I think there was a foul somewhere in the box because the referee's given a free kick here, but obviously there's no offside because it's a corner kick and there's nothing else. So I think there was a foul off the ball.
Okay. So it will be a goal kick for the goalkeeper, Whitney, who's easily the player of the match if you're on the Loyalist side. Not really confident anywhere else on the pitch. Has probably been a step back from their last match. It's tough to come back after taking another big loss, and definitely feeling that one and just being outclassed by Algonquin. Some bad mistakes, and they've been small, but they've really been felt because this Algonquin side's so good. And it'll be a throw in deep into the zone for the Wolves, right on the feet of this time an Algonquin player, but it'll bounce away and get to Tate. She's looking for 21. She finds her, goes back to number 24, Vaniga, looking for a through ball like she's been doing all afternoon. There's to 16, and now into number 5, Armstrong. Snuffed out by number 12, and looks like the Algonquin player went down a little gingerly.
Yeah, it looks like she must have twisted something on her left ankle because as soon as she hit that, I don't know if she hit her toe off of it or if just trying to take the shot, there was a roll of the ankle, but she went down almost immediately here, and all of her teammates coming to check on her. So obviously they're looking over on the bench right now. There's no action for the Wolves side, and maybe it's nothing, and maybe it's just checking a shoelace, and we're significantly overreacting because it's so far away that it's very, very possible the case as she gets up here. But she didn't look like she was going to grab it, but everything seems to be fine. And another opportunity from the corner kick here for Algonquin. Again, Lancers wanting to have some man markers, get on the defensive side of things. Don't let the ball just drop. Try to be aggressive as it's going to go for a short corner kick.
And it goes in and through. Oh, good opportunity, but just wide. Number 11 with the header, Danica Matter.
Yeah, and I mean, just leaving the Algonquin player Matter there, just completely wide open. 2 Lancers kind of just looking at the player, and that's what I mean for the man markers. Don't give that free opportunity. Obviously, that was a miss there, and it was a little bit of just like an off chance there from Mater, but 2 Lancer defenders can't be there just standing still.
Looks like Aaliyah Marriott, number 11, is in for number 9, Hazelwood. So Aaliyah Marriott from Coburg is in for Hazelwood from Trenton. So substitution there within the last 5 minutes of the first half as it gets a little bit darker here in Belleville. We have the lights on, and she's being charged sent right to her teammate, but not the best header there. Now number 17, Da Cruz has the ball, sends it towards her teammate, but is snuffed out by the Loyalist player. Now goes back to the center, or sorry, the fullback for Algonquin Wolves, sends it right to number 25, Oben, right on her feet. Beautiful ball, and it's blocked by the Loyalist player. But Oben, still has the ball at her feet. Beautiful, beautiful touch, and can't make anything happen. But that just shows the skill of Alex Oben, able to keep the ball on her feet when faced with so much pressure. Now good opportunity for a counter if you're Loyalist, but nothing at all. Not a single shot, not even a single shot attempt in 41 minutes for the Loyalist Lancers.
I just want to see a little bit more conviction in what they're doing, because I mean that header that was a turnover just a moment ago there from Lauren Reed kind of was like she threw her head over. It's like, oh, I'm going to get a head on it, and then the pass a second ago was just kind of like a nod ahead. And I want to see that passion from the body language, the intent on where you wanted to go. And Weingarten there trying to connect, and it's going to get staved off there from the Algonquin Wolves. But again, just intent and passion is what I'm wanting to see from this Lancers. Obviously, it's tough to go into the second half down 3-0, but I think it's totally possible here. You just change up the formation a little bit, try to have a bit more desire and patience, and trying to be active with the intentions and not just kicking it ahead. I think we can see a different squad here in the second half.
Absolutely, and we're now getting towards the 42nd minute of this match, and likely will be 1 to 2 minutes of additional time, as there has not been too many stoppages. Now number 21, Jasmine Young, with the ball at her feet, goes to the center back, or to the fullback rather. Now goes to the winger, number 2, DeBow, who has moved up the pitch at about the 20th minute, and that's been a great decision for them. And now number 11, Matter, loses the ball to number 12, Robinson. It will be a throw-in. Number 6 will be taking it, Alyssa Tate. Ball's thrown in at the feet of number 21, kicks it towards her teammate. Oh, beautiful, beautiful skill to keep it on her feet. Now lost by number 17, Da Cruz. Now with the ball's number 11, sends it to number 5, Weingarten. Can't make anything happen. Is trying to look for something, but she's tackled straight as soon as she gets the ball. Now beautiful ball in for Oben. Oh, what a save, Whitney, once again. That's 3 large saves, denies Oben 2. Again, that's 3 large saves, denies Oben 2 goal-scoring opportunities. She should have a hat trick by now, but beautiful save by Whitney.
Yeah, and I know that I keep bringing up Mackenzie Reese here, but I think it's very vital to watch how she's positioning, because, again, she's not really holding that offensive line necessarily. She is actually behind the rest of the cluster, but it's been proven that Algonquin just keeps going for those through balls and getting through kind of, the first set of defenders. So, again, Reese, I think, is being aware of what's going on, and I think we'll see in the second half if we see other defenders doing that as well, or if it's just going to be the restrain in the back.
Nice bit of skill there for for Weingarten to pass it to number 8, Reed, but no one else home, and now it'll be going the other way. Good opportunity for number 2, loses it, and now it goes sent back to number 6, that's Tate. Looking for something, goes straight to the striker, but loses it. And now with the ball, bit of a tussle for the ball. It's won by the Loyalist Lancers. Now beautiful bit of skill by Lauren Reed. Ball goes up. Keller looking for it and can't find it. It will go back. Here's number 9, Olivia Bradley, with the ball. Now it's passed to number 24, Vaniga. Will be a throw-in. 1 minute away from the 45-minute mark of this one. It will be 3-0, likely going into half. You definitely want to stop the bleed. Now they keep it. The Algonquin Wolves tackled by, she loses it. Great shot by number 21, but it's blocked by number 30. And it'll just go up and out.
Yeah, good efforts there from Ada Beal getting that out and with intention. Lancers, again, just a couple seconds left, trying to make it stay at just this 3-zip going into the second half. Now with Algonquin recycling on the defensive end, trying to go down the center of the pitch, and the Lancers kind of just letting her walk through.
Through the pitch, and it will be a goal kick. I thought it might have been a corner, but yeah, on Whitney. She made some great saves, but it could easily be 5 or 6-0 right now if she didn't make a couple saves. And yeah, it will be likely a minute or two. Both sides have both their girls on the bench, and won't be any more substitutions. I can assume once this gets to half, it'll be blown as halftime. And now on the ball is the Algonquin Wolves. Number 17, Da Cruz, looks for a pass, can't find it. And it's called foul. Free kick in a threatening position for the visiting team.
We see Ava Anderson kind of throwing up her arms, asking what that was. So I personally, I missed it, but maybe the player ended up kind of going down on their own at some point there. But is interesting. The referee's given a little bit of extra time here. Obviously, that foul occurred here, but there was really maybe only a couple of seconds where there was any sort of stoppage apart from just the substitutions.
Absolutely, and now they have a set piece set. Oh, beautiful kick into the box. Oh, on the feet of number 9. And that'll be the half 3-0 for the visiting Algonquin Wolves. We'll be back in about 10 minutes. For Stephen Schill, my name is John Ostrowski. Thank you very much for joining us on OCAA TV this Wednesday evening. not the first half you're looking for if you're on our home side. That's for darn sure. Another rough first half here in Belleville, Ontario for your Loyalist Lancers. 3-0 for the Algonquin Wolves, and haven't really had a lot of mojo in this one, have they, Steve?
No, I mean, again, whether it be the change in formations, change of players, we're seeing a couple of different faces out there. Again, just wanting to have some spirit and some intention with the Lancers. And again, I know that I keep harping on it, and I don't, I really don't want to. But as we're seeing, it seems that every time the Lancers get possession, they just look to kind of get it away as quickly as possible versus trying to find where an open Lancer is or trying to just find the best optimal play here as Weingarten takes it. It's going to be McNutt there, but now Algonquin getting it back on the corner.
Ooh.
Is number 16, Latimer, trying to break through. Nice little bit of skill, trying to go back and forth. But McNutt able to keep that away. It's going to be Reese now. Tries to get it out. Picked off by DeBow. DeBow goes for a shot. Another good save here from Tess Whitney. Looking like a good second start from the Lance's goalkeeper.
Yeah, Whitney's going to win the honorary box of Lucky Charms today. I don't think there's any doubt about it. I'd be pretty upset if she didn't, if I was on her side. And yeah, it's not been what we've wanted on our side, that's for sure. But a good opportunity here for the Loyalist Lancers as they're racing in. And number 11 with the ball on the Loyalist side, that's Aaliyah Marriott looking for a pass but can't find anything. Now 21 with the ball. Jasmine Young passes it back to the keeper. And the keeper wearing the armband didn't even realize that today.
Yeah, it does look like they have a different substitution on that, unless we haven't
Oh,
seen
no,
on the
you're right.
offensive side too much, so I actually don't really know. But Lancers here on the side, Reed is going to get tackled there and going to be a free kick for the Lancers. And again, this is what we like to see. We've seen a couple opportunities in the first half that ended in very quick turnovers for the Lancers. Take your time, try to find an opening. The one thing that scares me a little bit here is it seems like all of the Lancers are just trying to get forward instead of having kind of a closer option here. But again, if you're able to get something on net, you never know what happens.
You have a good opportunity this Saturday. You're taking on one of 4 winless teams in Cambria, and they're 0-5 going into this Saturday. It's a good opportunity for number 23, but it's a nice save for the goalkeeper. And yeah, it's a pretty stark contrast for your home starting 3 matches to go up teams that are 15-0 combined, and now you're taking on the 0-5 Cambrian Golden Shield. So you just want to make good decisions and avoid injury going into that match on Saturday.
And again, that free kick, Burns taking that just to get a shot on goal. So Lancers officially registered in that front. And you know what? I don't hate it. You want to get creative. You need to do something. You want to try to fight back in this game, whatever you can do. So let's see more of it.
Yeah, I agree. 100%. And good opportunity here. Ball goes to the wayside, and it'll be a foot race for it. It's going to be won by number 25, Mallory Armstrong. And flag goes up, I suppose, out of bounds, and a throw-in for the Algonquin Wolves. And 47 minutes gone, 3-0 for the visiting Algonquin Wolves here on a beautiful Wednesday evening, 7 p.m. on the dot here in Belleville, Ontario, in the Bay of Quinte here now. 24 with the ball, Vaniga. She's playing that last man role, it looks like now. She's being pursued by Gabrielle Denise. But a nice pass. Oh, not a nice pass. It actually goes out of bounds. Sorry about
just
that.
Ends up kicking that one out quickly, just trying to make sure that Algonquin is not able to run through. And again, we've talked about how the Lancers have had 1 offensive player up. Algonquin right now with four players now trying to go right up against the defensive line of the Lancers.
Yeah, it's just a domination for the team in black today, but good opportunity. She gets taken down, tried to play advantage, the official, but will be getting up a little gingerly. Here is number 8, Lauren Reed, and it'll be a free kick for the Lancers.
Going to be taken by Burns here. Probably not the same position to be able to get a shot off here. But again, just looking for the Lancers to create these kind of short opportunities, quick passes, feeling a little bit more comfortable with the ball. That's all we need.
Now free kick. Looking for Denis Bertrand, but nobody home. And with the ball now are the black jerseys. Here's number 16, Latimer, looking for something, but can't find it now. 11 had the ball, but now it goes to Oben once again, who's been a force to be reckoned with, and the goalkeeper comes out at the right time. Whitney ball gets into her box, and she picks it up.
Yeah, Reese tracking back there on the Algonquin player and able to kind of box out, if you will, and just rolls to Whitney here as Whitney does another huge drop kick, trying to find Denise Bertrand at the front side. Drops back to Lauren Reed, back to Bertrand now, and Bertrand is knocking it ahead. But it's going to be turned over there as there was nobody else in line. And again, these short things, I mean, the second half already, I feel like the Lancers are having a little bit more comfort for everything they're doing. They're not immediately giving it away in every single situation. We're seeing flashes of light. We just need to see more of it. And again, having that possession, just we can't have another half where it is like a 95% possession for the opposing team.
Yeah, and good opportunities here for the Lancers. Already 4 minutes into this first half, and they've just been so much better than probably the combined 45. Oh, beautiful ball play, but nothing there. Now Weingarten snuffs it out. You're right, they're playing with a bit more conviction, and they've probably had the ball in Algonquin's half more in 4 minutes than they did in 45 last half. So it's definitely looking up for the Lancers. And Weingarten, oh my God, tried to keep the ball on her feet, but no chance. And that's the aggressiveness of the Algonquin side now. Good opportunity, beautiful touch. Number 11 going into the box. Oh, now brings a Loyalist defender down, but that stopped the shot, so I think she'll take that any day. That was Danica Matter with a head of steam, and now a good opportunity. Da Cruz takes the hit right to the goalkeeper, no problem.
And one of the things to note, if you end up doing a replay there to check it out on your screens at home, you'll be able to see Reese. Well, actually, sorry, excuse me, Whitney in the goalkeeper position, trying to angle that up and say, okay, is Reese going to be able to get that before it ends up becoming a shot? Do I need to go and charge that down? And it was as much of a 50-50 as you could have thought, but I thought it was very good placement there for Tess Whitney, just staying on her crease, realizing, hey, if I go off, I might give the wrong angle here for the striker. So again, huge game out of Tess Whitney for the Lancers goalkeeper.
Now with the ball's number 2, pass at 25, Oben finding some space, but can't make anything of it. Now number 3 with the ball, or sorry, number 5, Tate, and brings down the Loyalist player. Sorry, that was number 5, Armstrong. Goes out of bounds. Looks like it will be a throw-in for the Lancers going the other way. Now it's number 3 taking the throw-in, Mackenzie Reeves for your Loyalist Lancers. Taking the long throw, steps into it. Can't find anyone home. Goes like almost every set piece for the Lancers. Not really positive now. They have more opportunity. That's the Algonquin Wolves with the ball. Bit of space on the right side of the pitch. Goes into the box and nice save. Not really a lot of power on that, but makes a routine save. And Whitney keeps it a 3-goal match.
Another drop kick here from Whitney trying to go down the field, and it's going to miss the Lancer players. Denise Bertrand on it, trying to get it out, but Algonquin is getting it right back. And again, it's what we've talked about. The Lancers having these quick turnovers is something that needs to be avoided.
Yeah, a bit of a step over there. Good opportunity, but Algonquin keeps the ball on their feet. Now number 24, Vaniga runs in, passes it to her winger, but nobody home. McNutt able to get rid of it. Now Vaniga has the ball over there and over in the Loyalist third and thrown in towards the goalkeeper, but nothing there. Looking for Annika DeBow, and DeBow will now take this throw in. And it looks like a substitution will be coming in soon for the visitors, and DeBow with the throw. Now with the ball is Lauren Reed. Lauren Reed looking for something. Sends it up to Denis Bertrand, but she won't have the speed to get past the defender. Not a good opportunity here. Sorry, was an all right opportunity, but I think it was snuffed out pretty easy by Olivia Bradley. Now with the ball, beautiful ball in, but snuffed out once again by a black jersey. Now here's number 17, Da Cruz, steps over, sends it through. Good opportunity. Here comes number 5, Armstrong. Armstrong rushing in, looking for a cross, passes it to Oben. Oben with not a great touch and is brought down by the goalkeeper, but that was ball first, so it's more than clean.
And again, just seeing on that far side, there was another Algonquin player there that was going to be open. And again, Lancers on the defensive side of thing need to be aware of that. And Kayla Latimer, if the pass ended up getting over to the close side crease to us, they might have been able to slot that one home. But again, Tess Whitney there to stop it.
53 minutes gone, 3-0 for the Algonquin Wolves. And with the ball is number 24. She's also being pressed by 24, but she doesn't have the energy to go on. Now here's 24, Vaniga running in, passes it to her teammate, back to Vaniga, looking for maybe number 16, Latimer in a decent spot. Yeah, she finds her. Not a good pass. It's broken up by McNutt. And now it goes down to the other side, broken away. There's McNutt with the pursue, and will be a throw-in deep in Loyalist territory. And number 6 coming out of the game, that is Alyssa Tate. Substitution will be made. And Whitney makes a save. Balls in, and that's number 3 in for Tate. That's Ashley Woodcock, so she'll be playing that defensive role. Now with the balls, Lauren Reed at her feet. Lauren Reed sends it to number 11. Good opportunity here for the Lancers. Marriott, she's immediately pursued by 2 black jerseys, and both go down. That's definitely a foul. Oh, it's a foul against Loyalist, I thought it might have been against number 17 to Cruz, but it will be against number 11.
Yeah, both players kind of going toe for toe on that one, and maybe there for Marriott just falling a little bit too aggressively towards the one end, or the referee thinking that she was the one that caused everyone to fall over there.
Bit of a passing from the back from the defenders. Good opportunity here, number 4 with the pursue, Ava Anderson, but right to the goalkeeper's arms. Now there's number 9 with the ball. Olivia Bradley playing that back roll. Sends it through, looking for a teammate. Can't find her. Now it goes to number 16, Latimer. Latimer finds number 2, DeBow. DeBow rushing in, makes a little step over. Good opportunity here now with the ball is Alex Oben. Looks, stops and tries to take a shot, but it's broken up. Now good opportunity for 16. Oh, it hits the crossbar. And a header now. And did not get on anyone on the Loyalist side, so it will be a goal kick. Wow, probably should be 4-0 right now.
What
Wow.
a crazy save there from the crossbar. And
Unreal.
what we're seeing there in terms of the Lancers being flat-footed is the ball goes off the crossbar, and the Algonquin Wolves player is realizing, hey, this is an opportunity to score a goal. Well, the Lancers defenders are, I'll just leave it up to Whitney to try to grab it. And I think it's something that they need to be conscientious of, just always trying to drive forward.
Yeah, you can't leave your goalkeeper out to dry like that. She's only going to make so many saves, and Tess Whitney's been a stud today. She's been an all-star, absolutely player of the game, no question. She showed up to play, so it's not the best feeling in the world when you're a goalkeeper, and whether it be the Algonquin's game plan or not, it's not nice to be left out to dry. And there it is again, number 11 with the ball. Great opportunity shot. Nice save. She was shot right at Whitney, but Whitney stood tall. Good job to make herself strong and tall and made her Matter going to have a shot on goal there, but won't lead to anything else. 56 minutes gone in this match. 3-0 for the visiting Algonquin Wolves from Ottawa.
Yeah, the striker wearing the number 25 jersey, Alex O'Bain, for the Algonquin Wolves from Long Sault. Every time that she is in possession of the ball, it is eloquent to watch. Very smart player on that. And so, again, as we still got a lot of time left, if you're watching from home, keep an eye on number 25.
Yeah, and Algonquin is third right now in the East, but they're only third because of goal differential. They're 5-0, and I'm sure there'll be some of those teams after this weekend or maybe next weekend will be having a couple losses, as Centennial and Seneca and Algonquin will likely all be seeing one another very soon. And the ball goes out. Oh, it looks like there's a foul. Offside against Algonquin. And, of course, top 8 teams make the playoffs per conference, and Loyalist is in that 6th place position. So you don't want to drop any more points after today. You really want to come out with 3 points on Saturday, and then you got George Brown back here on the 3rd Friday. You really want to get 6 points in your last 2 home games.
Well, when you talk about goal differential, again, Centennial, after coming here for the season opener for the Lancers, they ended up going to the Fleming Phoenix and ended up winning that game 17-0. So, again, when we're looking at goal differential for having something like that on the Colts roster, it is going to be tough for these other teams to catch up just because of that insane score line.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. And Fleming is one of those winless teams. They're one of 4. And like I said, they will be inviting the Cambrian Golden Shield coming down from Sudbury, these Loyalist Lancers on Saturday, 1 p.m. Definitely tune in here on OCAA TV or Lancers YouTube, because that's going to be a huge match for playoff positioning for these Loyalist Lancers.
And Weingarten trying to pick that one off after an ill-advised pass from Mackenzie Reed. And here we see O'Bain looking around. It's Reese on the side, goes to the right, kicks it. Big save there from Tess Whitney. O'Bain and a couple Lancers down. Shot comes back in from the side. Whitney lays out and catches it.
There's 2 big saves, up to 8 or 9 saves this evening. Wow, Tess Whitney really making a name for herself in the pink jersey there. And then a big drop kick here right to Anderson, but gonna scurry away.
And again, Lance is getting lucky there as Algonquin just kind of put that one out of bounds, so they end up back in possession here. And, it really is such a struggle, whether it's going to be a short kick or a drop kick here for the Lancers. I'm not sure what the fix is, but again, just these turnovers, having some kind of composure with it. Again, every time that we see Weingarten with it, anytime we see Lauren Reed with it, I feel like they're comfortable with it. Even Denise Bertrand, which we're seeing as the lone striker for the Lancer here in the second half. When they have possession with it, they look comfortable, but the problem is they're just not getting too much possession.
Looked like she was taken down there, but it was away from the play. Won't be anything to worry about. Whitney with the ball, throws it far, looks for number 4 and finds her. That's Anderson Owen. It bounces right off her shin. Now Jasmine Young with the ball, who's had a couple long shots today, but now it'll go back to the Algonquin Wolves. There's Young. Passed around a bit. Now with the opportunity sent to number 24, Vaniga. Vaniga waits. Passes it to number 2, DeBow. DeBow looks for someone and finds number 16. It will be wide. Goal kick for the Loyalist Lancers.
And it looks like we're going to have a number of substitutions checking in as well. The Wolves are going to make 2 substitutions, while the Lancers are just going to make 1. And it looks like Marriott's going to be coming out for the Lancers, and number 16 and I believe 21 for the Algonquin Wolves, which is Jasmine Young and Kayla Latimer. As we're waiting for a goal kick here from the Lancers and Tess Whitney, all the players are set again. There's about 30 minutes left in this contest as Tess kicks the ball ahead. Algonquin's first touch on it, trying to put a ball ahead and give a run on there for Hannah Parks, but it might be just a little bit too far, so we'll see another goal kick from Whitney.
Yeah, Whitney will likely go for, I'm not a big fan of the short goal kicks, but it's been what they've doing, and they've honestly have improved a lot on the set pieces since their first 2 matches. Haven't been giving up many balls, but there's always room for improvement when your goalkeeper doesn't really want to send it far. It's very, very predictable for the other side, especially these very savvy teams. Like you said, Coach Phillips for the Algonquin Wolves, it's not his first walk in the park. He's been here a while, 8th year coaching these ladies, and now ball goes the other way. Now number 7 with the ball for the Wolves. A little bit of passing back and forth. It's snuffed out by number 23. That is Byron's. Now it goes back to number 9. She's running in. Tries to fake a shot there and nothing doing. Goes back. With the ball is number 17, Da Cruz. Da Cruz passes it to Vaniga. Vaniga waits, can't find nothing. Oh, and a bit of a scrum ensues for the ball. This time Lauren Reed looks for it, can't find anything. And they send it to Denis Bertrand, but she is not anywhere to be found. In a bit of a pursuit, but nothing there. Now with the ball is 17, Da Cruz. She's going up and can't find her target. Oh, beautiful pass. Now number 7, Hannah Parks, rushes in, and Denis Bertrand, another save, pounces on the ball. No scraps. Beautiful play by the goalkeeper.
Yeah, Tess Whitney just seeming to have all all the talent to show us tonight on the pitch, and very fun to watch as we see another huge goal kick going down the middle. And some that we're seeing there is Dennis Bertrand on the striking role, which we saw Keller on earlier in the first half. And we're kind of having the same situation where you're noticing every ball that's going up to Denise Bertrand is that, she's getting ahead on it, but then there's not really anybody else to go. So do you have it where Bertrand just tries to go for a run and the Lancers go for these through ball opportunities where possible? Do you have her playing back a little bit? Where do we have it where we can actually have a couple of quick successions? Because again, we're still kind of in that territory where Algonquin is just dominating possession, and the Lancers need to have those touches on the ball to feel a little bit more comfortable.
Ball goes far and wide now, left for number 20, for number 5. Weingarten does a little step over. Can't find anything there. Now 17 with the ball. Passes it. Oh, good opportunity here. Number 9 sends it into the box, but nobody home, unfortunately. And now it goes around. Here's number 10 with the ball on the Lancers, on the Wolves. And just a bit of passing back and forth. We're getting close to 25 minutes left in this match. And a big hit by Whitney. Goes out. Will be a throw-in for the visiting side. That's number 24 with the ball. Vaniga has been a very influential player when it comes to setting her teammates up. Vaniga with a big throw. And it goes the way of the Lancers. We'll see what Loyalist can do here. Big booming throw. Bit of a scrum ensues for the ball. Nothing there. And now passing it around, there is one of the key center backs, Bradley. She sends it to her fullback. Now a bit of back and forth play here. Ooh, that's bad. And it goes around now, going towards the goal for the Lancers again. Now good opportunity for the black jerseys moving as a unit. Here's number 10 with the ball, Liana Farrell. but it goes out and out of a corner, and they just play like such a unit, don't they, those Algonquin Wolves?
Yeah, and I mean, we talked about it in the first half where it just seemed like, again, all the teams that we've seen throughout the season, at least here at home, it does seem like Algonquin's really got that team chemistry down. They're able to get these passes, and they're really looking for the best opportunity, as well as showcasing some skill bits. Again, O'Bain earlier within the game, we've seen some crazy bits of skill from her, and we've seen, I believe it's 2 corner goals throughout this one, so another huge opportunity, as you say, here for Algonquin. And again, they're lining right up the line on Tess Whitney. Where does the Lances go for man marking?
Good opportunity here for the Wolves with a booming kick. And, good opportunity still in. Number 24, hit her forearm.
Yeah, Reese fighting for that first touch there. And again, loving seeing that aggression and not letting it just drop. We've seen that through multiple corners where sometimes the cross just happens to drop for Algonquin when they're trying to be in the right position. But again, seeing the Lancers try to take that initiative and really fight for that ball in the air is awesome to see.
Beautiful bit of passing now. Mater, they're not struggling whatsoever. Algonquin able to just have their way. They've struggled a bit to score a goal. Haven't scored since about the 30th minute, 25th, 30th minute. So shows a bit of promise if you're on the home side that you're able to hold these quality teams. It's only 3-0 now, so you could even fight back and get a goal or two. You never know. Anything can happen here. 66th minute of the match, 3-0 for the Algonquin Wolves, and we'll see what they can do here. On the Loyalist side, it'll go out, and a substitution is occurring. That's going to be, I believe, Keller coming back on for Ava Anderson. We'll confirm it's number 15 Keller soon. And Loyalist has the ball. Or sorry, that's Keller, Jennifer Keller, number 15. Yeah, not sure what I was saying prior, but now here's Algonquin working their way up the pitch. There's DeBow showing her wheels once again. Nice little step over, sends it to the center of the pitch. Good opportunity, but it's wrestled away by McNutt. Now Lauren Reed with the ball at her feet sends it. Now here we go. There's Jennifer Keller looking for something, but just she hasn't had a lot of success moving the ball up the pitch today. They've been absolutely draped all over her, those Algonquin Wolves. And now good opportunity in the middle. Could be a little 2-on-2. Oh, not what they wanted. Just hit on the wrong side of the foot.
Yeah, Whitney just doing a quick, easy pickup there. And again, we're going to have a goal kick. Again, just hoping the Lancers have a little bit of calm, cool collectiveness here as Keller tries going over for it. It's going to be headed by the Wolves. Weingarten now trying to hold it down the middle, poked away from the Wolves, and Wolves now quickly trying to go the other way. Weingarten trying to make sure that breakaway doesn't happen, getting in front of it. Great defensive efforts here from Weingarten, but going to be back to Algonquin. I don't really know. How do you think the Lancers fix this possession game? Because I don't know if it's trying to cut off. I don't know if it's trying to double team players. Obviously, you're going to be gassed from how much you've had to run here, but there's definitely something that needs to change just a little bit, because when we started the second half, it felt like the offensive opportunity for the Lancers were repeated.
Yeah,
and as you said, within a 4-minute stretch, we saw more offense than we saw in the entire first half, as we see Emily Mealing checking in for the Lancers as well as a Wolves player.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I think just forcing them to pass what they just did right there, just passing the ball out of bounds, but Algonquin doesn't do that very often. Forcing mistakes are a lot easier when your team isn't, one of the best in the entire country. So it's going to be an uphill battle, but I think you've seen better things. Like you've seen them force just what you saw earlier, them forcing into a throw for Loyalist and keeping pressure. I think the high press works in spurts because your players eventually get tired, but the high press was something that was working when it was enacted more so than other formations and variations of the way of football they were playing. And now with the ball is Armstrong. Now it's in the center part of the field. 68 minutes gone. 3-0 still for Algonquin. Number 17 with the ball. Da Cruz passes it to her winger. They're going up. Number 5. Armstrong's running in, looking for the cross, but nothing there. It's blocked by Ava Anderson. And now going the other way are the Loyalist Lancers. Now a bit of offensive opportunity, but it's just snuffed out straight away. And not much you can do there when nice little breakout pass, but like I said, they're just a step ahead all the time. Those black jerseys, the Algonquin Wolves, are just everywhere on the pitch. Now going up with it is Algonquin, looking for another cross from Armstrong. This time it's just passed into the box, waiting for the strike, and way over the net.
That was going to be just a wide open net, apart from Tess Whitney pulling out an absolute miracle, but the shot just in front going a little too high on that one, but another huge chance there for Algonquin that doesn't go through. And I mean, the optimistic perspective here is, again, gave up 2 goals quite quickly within, I think, the first 12 minutes of the first half, and here in the second, we're
Yeah,
chilling.
Nothing. Yeah, it's been a lot better. 3 goals in the first half, but it's been about 20-ish minutes of football now, and we haven't seen any success for the Algonquin Wolves. Couple good saves had to be had for Tess Whitney, and we're not sure what the delay in start is here.
I think the ball just went really far out of bounds,
okay.
and then they were debating who was going to take it. It was going to be Tess Whitney quickly here to Mackenzie Reese, and Reese not getting pressured too hard, but trying to get a ball ahead to Keller. Keller ends up with it, but immediately to a double team, and that's what I'm talking about on these long passes. Lancers just need to feel comfortable trying to get a couple ones short. Obviously, you don't want to have a turnover that's close in your end, but that's where you need to have your other players and teammates come closer, be open, and be ready to receive the pass.
And 70 minutes gone in this one now. It's 3-0. And Denis Bertrand, she is pressing, and a good opportunity there, but the goalkeeper's able to get rid of it quickly. I didn't think she would hesitate that much, but now here you go. You have a bit of an opportunity here with the high press, but Algonquin's just able to pass their way out of it, no worries. And now here comes number 10 up the pitch. That's Farrell. And she's getting her first bit of real action here. She's had a bit of a run earlier, but other than that, not too much. And now the ball's just anyone's game. Good opportunity for Algonquin, but now it's sent wide and will be likely a throw. Oh no, Loyalist able to keep it in. No, it will be a throw. 71 minutes gone now in this match. It will be a substitution. We'll see who's coming out for Loyalist. Looks like it'll be 2 substitutions, multiple here. And now we're back. Emily Mealing out of the game. Did not get to see the other one, but I'm sure we'll figure out who it is eventually. Process of elimination, and it goes out for the Algonquin Wolves. And something that we've talked about a couple times is just the depth really is hurting the Loyalist Lancers, especially like I said, these teams that are in Toronto and Ottawa have just a lot bigger of a player base. And they have more programs and a lot of other things they can offer prospective student athletes. So it's something that we dealt with when I worked up for the Algoma University soccer team, albeit their situation was much worse because they're a good 8 hours away. However, when you have these smaller schools with a lack of programs and lack of other things, it's difficult to recruit players, and especially compared to a school like Algonquin with 15,000 odd students.
So Emily Mealing a moment ago was just taken out of the game, but then she's immediately back in there. Lauren Reed is now off the pitch. I'm not sure if there was an injury or just kind of a change of personnel that Coach Tom Moran decided to go with, but just something to note there for the next game here. If there is any sort of injury for Reed, because she did go down after she got tackled quite hard in the midfield a little bit earlier on this one. So could have been an aggravation, could have been Coach Tom Moran just saying, hey, we're going to give you a little bit of a break, but is kind of strange that Emily Mealing just came out to get brought immediately back in.
Yeah, and we got a very big game on Saturday. Like I said, it'll be me and Steven back in the booth. We'll have the Cambrian Golden Shield coming up from Sudbury, greater Sudbury area, way up in northern Ontario. So they'll be coming down. They don't have a single win or a single point on the season. So that's a huge game for Loyalists to, A, gain some confidence at home, and B, gain some ground. You don't want to play an Algoma, or sorry, not an Algoma, excuse me. You don't want to play a Centennial, Algonquin, or what was the third team, Seneca, in the first round. You want to have to maybe see them later in the playoffs. So that's something that you really want to consider when you're talking about that game on Saturday. And there's a whistle, not sure what it is.
Pretty aggressive tackle there from Katie Wood just in front, maybe having too much of the upper body there to push away the Algonquin player. So it looks like it's going to be an unbelievable position there for Cassandra DeCruz to be able to potentially get off a straight free kick. Looks like there's going to be about 5 offensive players in the box for the Algonquin Wolves as DeCruz lines up here with 4 players for the Lancers on the wall. Again, DeCruz here in her 3rd year from Gatineau. We'll see. Does she go for the shot or does she go to try to find a teammate?
I think she's going for the shot here. I think it's a perfect opportunity to try and place it over the wall, but we'll see what she does. Takes a couple steps. No, not much of a chance there.
See, that was almost like a 50-50 play, trying to go for that far post, because going for that chip in, but it was like, if the chip doesn't go in, maybe I'll be able to connect the player. As we see Keller breaking away on the far right side. Oh, my goodness. Is this the opportunity we're looking for? Tries to put a through ball to Denise Bertrand, and oh my goodness, that would have been beautiful if she would have been sent off.
It would have been tough. There was no support there, and like I said, the Algonquin jerseys just surrounding the Loyalist jerseys, and you had 4 players on there by the time they had 2 players up the pitch. Not really much of an opportunity to make something happen, but now you can maybe make something out of nothing when you're trying for the cross, and it'll likely just go out. Oh, yeah, no, they'll keep it in. Wow, Algonquin able to keep possession. And look at the tight space they're able to pass and dribble out of. Unbelievable. And now they're making a run after that is just phenomenal. Even if it amounts to nothing, that's just unreal. Wow, and we're 75 minutes gone, 3-0 for the visitors, Algonquin.
Yeah, Mackenzie Reese getting back there on the defensive side is outstanding. But again, both teams kind of sending huge balls ahead, trying to get their strikers active in that back-to-back. And again, gave me a little bit of fire here up in the booth just watching this. So hopefully this spurns some action here for the Lancers as they have to play some defense. We'll see if they can turn it into offense in a second.
And now good opportunity here for Algonquin, but Loyalist has certainly closed up, and yeah, you keep it in for a throw in instead of a corner. That's a little bit nicer. But yeah, Loyalist has gained a lot of confidence, especially almost all exclusively in the defensive end. And yeah, the goalless second half was if you don't win, you learn a lesson. And I think a goalless second half is just Tom Moran's girls really showing a lot of fight. As we have a couple Algonquin players getting ready for a sub.
Kaylee Weingarten there trying to just get a toe on it, but it's going to go out of bounds here. So the Wolves are going to have a throw in. But yeah, as you were saying, a bunch of substitutions here. It seems that Algonquin late in this game. Obviously, they know things are shored up, but is this going to be offensive changes? Is it going to be defensive changes? They had almost an entire team available to them on the bench. So a lot of substitutions able to be made from Algonquin. And again, we've seen not really any in the first half, and then in the second half late, seems like changes seem to be coming quite often.
Yeah, not the ideal result going down 3-0 and likely going to be a loss, but certainly such an improvement from first to second half, which has to be noted for this Loyalist side, as a good ball in for DeBow, but McNutt will be on that one, no problem.
And again, Tess Whitney really being the ultimate star within this game. Going into this, we both talked about how hard the Lancers' home schedule was, and going back-to-back for the 3 top teams in the Eastern Conference, and to go in this one and say, hey, we've played 77 minutes so far and they've only conceded 3 goals, that is amazing.
Yeah, it's absurd. They had a very, very good defensive second half thus far, and yeah, Whitney is one of the star goalkeepers, I'm sure, in the OCAA, especially after the performance tonight. Just unreal save after unreal save, and she's really kept her girls in, and it's just unfortunate that Algonquin was able to really go toe-to-toe and just dominate them defensively compared to the Loyalist offensive chances. So that's the one thing that you really couldn't capitalize on, because the defense on the other side has been so good, and now we have a substitution. It looks like, I'm not sure if it's this one or next one, but it will be a substitution. Looks like that's number 7 coming out. That's Aiden Murphy coming out, I believe. Looks like number 3 is in. Mackenzie Reese now. Oh, no, that's not 3. That's number 2, Ada Beal. So Ada Beal's back in the match. And a little bit of passing. Bayern's giving it back to number 13, number 13, McNutt. And the goalkeeper sends it to Beal, and it goes out. Will be Algonquin ball. 12 minutes left to go in this match.
Turned into a very quiet evening, if you will. The nights are on. You can hear the crowd, and everybody's just kind of having a nice, fun family event. And if you're trying to look for something for you and your family, don't forget this year we do have volleyball and basketball, both men's and women's. Typically, they're at 6 p.m. and 8 p.m. starts. Women start first, and then the men. So if you're interested in basketball or volleyball and some high-quality athletes coming together here in the home region of Quinte, love to have you out. And don't forget as well, in the second semester, or at least once we head into 2026, we are opening up the new gym here, and that is going to open up a whole lot of room. If you've ever been to the Loyalist gym, it is a little bit small. Well, it is an absolutely amazing atmosphere to be at. This one can give you a little bit more breathing room, as we see the Lancers now having an offensive side, and Denise Bertrand trying to get the defender to give up the ball, and is able to do so. It's going to be Mealing now, but it's going to be poked away. And again, these quick little passes from Algonquin, and a handball against Mealing. It's going to be a free kick, Wolves.
Yeah, pretty blatant handball by Mealing there, and it'll be a kick free kick rather. And like you said, we're getting very excited for that new gym to open in the second half. I'm very excited to make my debut calling a little bit of basketball and volleyball as well. Like you said, that's one of the better sporting events that aren't the Belleville Senators here in the Bay of Quinte region. Something to do, get a couple hundred people out and make some noise in the Lancer Dome. And now with the ball are the Algonquin Wolves. Ball goes up, looks for something to happen, but nothing there. And now as Mackenzie Rees, ball gets sent up and around. Now with the ball, Emily Mealing looking for her teammate, can't find it, and it'll just go out of bounds. It will be a throw-in for a Loyalist. It'll be going the way of the Lancers. 80 minutes gone now in this one, 3-0 for the visiting side. 10 minutes left to go. Can't imagine there'll be much stoppage time after the 90-minute clock strikes. And now with the ball is Keller, but it goes out. Algonquin ball and throw in.
Yeah, Beal just trying to connect with Keller there, and not going to end up being successful with that. And Wolves here now, as it's punted ahead, trying to find Denise Bertrand, and really not getting that opportunity. And I mean, we've talked about some of the offensive chances for the Lancers, but we still kind of run into that problem of there's only really one player up front, and that's continually a pattern here as we see the ball going into the box, but not able to find any of the Wolves players are able to keep it in. Still a fight within the corner. It's poked away. Looks like it's going to get crossed in here from the defender into the box. Mealing there, pokes it away. Anybody's ball, and going to go way outside back to midfield.
And now number 9 has the ball. That's Bradley, and she sends it in. Good opportunity here. Here's Parks running in, looking for the cross. Oh, can't find it. Oh, she can, but that'll be number 4, Sabrina Fraser. Her ball goes nowhere, and it'll be a throw-in for a goal kick for the Loyalist Lancers. 81-17 has passed in the match, and we're getting ready for the end of this one and looking forward to the match against the Cambrian Golden Shield. Like I said, they are last in their conference, the Western Conference, so it should be a good opportunity to pick up 3 points. I think it's really necessary that this club gets a home win in front of their fans under their belt.
And again, when you're looking at star performances, if you will, from the side of the Algonquin Wolves, obviously we haven't seen the Lancers too much on the offensive side of things, but the 5'10" defender, as you just mentioned a minute ago, number 9, Olivia Bradley, really staving off all of the Lancer chances so far and being a huge center back for the Wolves squad.
Throw in for the Loyalist Lancers, 82 minutes now, and this will be a good case for the Algonquin Wolves to make their way up the table. Of course, everyone wants to be first or second, but these 3 teams definitely have first, second, and third locked up. Seneca, Centennial, and Algonquin, like you said, 17 goals found, 0 goals allowed for the Centennial Colts starting their first 2 matches. So it's going to be very hard to beat their goal differential, and a 3-0 loss won't feel great, but if you're able to keep it 3-0, maybe sneak one behind the goalkeeper, you'll feel a lot better because you've had one heck of a second half here if you're on the Loyalist side. And now with the ball's Loyalists, they're going to foul there. Free kick for the Algonquin Wolves.
Yeah, I love seeing that aggressiveness from Robinson in the number 12 white jersey for Loyalists. Just getting up and getting in their face. Again, wanting to see that intention throughout every play. Only a couple minutes left here. So again, do you play to try to not give up a goal? Do you just go absolutely wild to try to score a goal? What are your different options here? What does it matter? But again, I think you just want to walk away with this one feeling a little bit more confident because again, this is a massive performance. I can't understate how huge it is to have the significant losses again at home where it's 10-0 and then 8-0 and here at 3-0. Every single game at home has been an improvement. And again, they have won on the road. They've drawn on the road. And so this team does have skill to it. It's just about kind of coming together as a unit. And again, those small things, and especially turnovers, cure that. You're going to cure a lot.
83 minutes gone now, 3-0 for the visitors. And it'll be a set piece. Big booming kick now. Goes toward the Loyalist forwards. Denis Bertrand trying to win the ball. Can't find anything happening. And now with the ball's number 10 making a couple moves and still going here. Now here's Emily Mealing, loses the ball. Oh, still has it at her feet. Can't get pushed off it just yet. Now she does, and there's 17 De Cruz with the strike and up and over. Now 84 minutes gone in this one.
Yeah, De Cruz and Mealing there going back to back, and I think De Cruz really just wanted to take that shot to, I guess, kind of showed Mealing like, hey, you know what, I got it, let me take that shot. I don't know if it's necessarily the best advice, as again, we saw that kind of going high and wide. It wasn't really like a calm, cool, collected, but I think that was more of an emotional shot than anything.
Waiting for the ball to be retrieved.
Reese now bringing up the pitch, trying to kick it ahead, and it's going to be immediately turnover.
85 minutes gone now. And as you look forward to Sunday, I think Tess Whitney's pretty much penciled herself in as a starting goalkeeper. We'll see what they go with. I'm sure Mealing will be playing a more defensive role like she did today. I can only imagine Weingarten will be probably playing a little bit more forward, knowing that you are the favorites in this one. And yeah, that's basically what you want to do. You want to just attack them, I think, straight off the hop. When you look at a side like Cambrian, like we said, we haven't had a lot of success. And going back to the match, good opportunity for the Algonquin Wolves, but now it goes out. And Cambrian, like I said, has not had much success offensively. Loyalist has definitely more than Cambrian, scoring 4 goals on their last road trip, and probably should be at 2 wins now, but just losing that 2-goal lead in the second half in Aurelia really did not feel good. So, like going into that one, you definitely feel good about how you finish this match, just looking to turn defense into offense against the Golden Shield. 86th minute now. With the ball is Bradley. She's being pressed by Denis Bertrand. Good opportunity. If she came away with that one, she would have been off to the races. But nothing there. Now Mealing is pressing the Algonquin ball carrier. Now here's Da Cruz. Ball goes back to Bradley. She has to be careful with the ball back there. Now Vaniga passes it to her teammate, looks up to the winger, finds her. Now here she is DeBow. DeBow, nope. Ball goes out. It will be, I believe, was it a corner or a throw? No, it looks like a corner.
See, it's interesting because I've kind of had the assumption that maybe, you know what, because you're just not having that much possession at all, maybe bring the striker back. But we're seeing Keller actually going up now, where Lancers are almost playing with 2 strikers up front. And again, if you can rely on your midfield and your defense to stave these off, again, having 2 strikers up, they're able to play off each other. And so, curious if Tom Moran's is trying to do this for the last couple of minutes to see what it is, or if Keller just happens to be playing a little bit more forward than normal.
Oh, I don't blame him. I say might as well go for it. It's 3 minutes left in the match. You're not winning this one. And like I said, big game on Saturday for playoff positioning, and you want to foster some confidence in your side. And ball goes up and around. Now 24 has it, but can't. Oh, she does find her teammate. A little bit of passing here. And now with the ball is 23, Rendon. Rendon passes it to the winger. That's number 17 on the wing, being pressed by McNutt. Gets the ball through, and it goes by the wayside. 87-35 now. 2.5 minutes plus injury time. I'm guessing it won't be more than a minute or two.
So, John, I got to ask, when we're looking at this home game, you've coming up on the weekend, you've stated this is an opportunity for the Lancers. Where do you think are their strengths to be able to capitalize on taking a win on the weekend?
Oh, I think they'll be able to win possession easily, or a lot easier against Cambrian, rather, especially in front of Whitney. They definitely can't leave her out to dry like they did today. That's for sure. That can't be acceptable if you're in Tom Moran's shoes. I think their strengths are going to be just suffocating the opponents, the Golden Shield. Couldn't think of their name for a second. I'm suffocating the Golden Shield and not letting them really make a lot of passes. You see Algonquin and Seneca and Centennial's been carving them up. So a team with objectively lower skill should not be able to do that if you have this strong defense and you're trying to build from the back. So I think a lot of their strengths will be coming from the defensive side of the ball. And now here goes 88th minute, getting closer and closer to big old 9-0. And if you're Tom Moran, you definitely want to forget about most aspects of this game, but there are things you can definitely grow on, and you either win or you learn. That's what we say in this sport. So there's a lot of good things that came out, especially the second half, because they were they were a fish out of water that first half. That's for sure. So they really turned it around.
And I think the big thing, which I mentioned going into that second half, was about seeing them play with intent and purpose, where it's not just, hey, we're going to kind of kick it ahead, or hey, we're going to head it over to this side. And again, as you said, vast improvement here in the second half.
Yeah, absolute turnaround. Now we're at the 89th minute, and more and more people continue to file out. A little bit of about 50 bodies here total, 50, 75 people. Good little supporting crowd, but I'm sure we'd like to see a lot more on Saturday, where it's an afternoon and a lot of people aren't working anyways. So we're hoping to see a lot more people. We're hoping for some good weather, and we're hoping for a W against Cambrian on Saturday. We'll definitely be there, and we're very excited to go about it.
Last couple of seconds here, Lance is doing a double team down the middle. Didn't seem like there was too much physicality to it, but nonetheless, referee's going to give a free kick for the Wolves. As we approach the last 5 seconds, didn't feel like there was any stoppage time, so I'm assuming the kick goes in, whether it's a goal kick opportunity or whatever. We will see the whistle be blown, and all the Wolves going very heavy on this left side for De Cruz, which we saw earlier on the closer free kick, trying to chip it into the net. This time just going straight to the left side of the field, not even really trying to move it forward at all. And the Wolves just here in possession, really not trying to push it too far ahead here. De Cruz goes for the shot, goes off the Lancer player, no call.
And now they just are looking for one last opportunity, making it 4-0 and getting the goal differential. And oh, where is the defense for the Loyalist Lancers? You don't want to leave this team that open, and they're able to recover. Mealing probably want to get a little bit of air on that ball, but that's okay. They're gonna keep pushing the Loyalist Lancers and trying to kick it away. And McNutt kicks it out, and will be a throw. So it won't end just quite yet. They'll have to defend for a couple more seconds here to keep this score at 3-0. They will fall to 1-3-1, your Loyalist Lancers, and your visitors, the Algonquin Wolves, will remain a perfect 6-0. So that will be quite interesting going into the final few weeks of the OCAA women's soccer regular season. Player taken down. Free kick for Loyalist. Will be taken quickly. Oh, big thundering kick to Keller, but it's broken up by number 3 on the Algonquin side. Mealing gets rid of it. It's blocked, and it'll be a throw-in for Loyalist. No whistle just yet. They're keeping this game playing. And there it is. So 3-0 for the visiting Algonquin Wolves. They'll take this one and improve to 6-0, and that will be wrapping it up for Stephen Schill. My name is John Ostrowski. We'll see you again Saturday the 27th, 1 p.m. right here against the ladies from Sudbury, the Cambrian Golden Shield. But until then, everyone have a great rest of your week, and take care.